Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected Newsies. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
Hey, I'm Craig Stew, and I'm Dunce number 2.
I'm the 3rd one. I don't have an accent.
What are you talking about?
Oh, no.
What accent?
Oh, Craig got in the sauce before the show this time, guys.
Oh, what kind of sauce was that?
The bad sauce that he's addicted to in this narrative we've driven for him. Oh, jeez.
I got into my mom's liquor cabinet.
Oh, 12-year-old Craig, knock it off.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking vodka.
Wow, that's what a timey drink you're drinking there.
Wait, is it actually timey? I don't know.
No, it's not. That's the joke.
When did vodka get invented?
Give me a Heineken. A Budweiser. I don't know. What was around?
Sarsaparilla.
Oh, give me a sarsaparilla.
That's root beer, you idiot! It's non-alcoholic! I got him! I fucking
No.
got him! Woo! He's
No.
pretending to be drunk!
Now we can stop the charade and get into the movie.
Which one's that?
Are you saying you don't want me to do this voice the whole time?
I'm telling you, I don't want you to do the voice the whole time.
Hey. Oh.
I'm walking here.
It's me, Joey Wheeler.
Who?
Yugi.
I think that's the guy who invented the wheels on the forward.
Printing press. That's right. How
The printing.
timely, because this is a film all about the printing press.
No, it's not.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
sort of
it's
is.
more about...
It's about the printing press of,
Child.
what's his fucking name? The Pulitzer Man.
Hey.
Hey, we watched the Newsies. Bada bing.
I fucked your mother.
Hey, that's not appropriate.
I'm sorry.
I'm all in on the funny voices now, but you can't go saying rude stuff like that. Come on, forget about it.
I'm waiting for the funny voices to end.
It's not gonna.
What are you talking about? The whole movie's funny voices.
Fine, I'll start talking like this for the rest of the episode too.
I love it. Wabba-da-boop-da!
Well, guys, we watched The Newsies, presented by... Actually, I don't even know what the fuck this is.
It's a funnier voice of the time period, hey.
I guess
Forget about
so.
Who are you, Mario?
Hey, is that Super Mario?
Mamma
on.
mia.
Get sucked down a pipe.
My mom told me not to stand near those.
Yeah, mom's an alcoholic.
Hey, Rich, you know, my accent sucks, but your accent is even worse.
It's all natural, baby.
He was born with that set of pipes.
Fuck, can we talk about the movie now?
I would love nothing more than to talk about this film. By golly.
Well, it's not just a film. It's basically a documentary, because it's based on true events.
I never knew this.
What?
This is news to me. Ha ha! Got him.
Great. Man. I don't even know how this starts off.
With a bunch of boys getting naked. It's your dream.
I mean, one of my dreams. Not a recent
One
dream.
of the reoccurring ones.
I'm really sad I can't use this accent. I'm just like, okay.
You really wanted to go the whole show using that accent?
It might have gotten annoying.
How about when you're quoting the movie, you're allowed to do the accent?
Okay, deal.
Deal.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so it's based on true events back in time in the 19-somethings. What?
Back in time.
Yeah, back in time. Where are we going? Into the future?
1889.
That sounds too old.
1989.
I thought that this was like 1930s or something.
1964.
I think Casca's actually right.
Well, I didn't do research, so maybe he did.
1899.
I was right there.
No, it was a few years off.
I was 10 years off. Yeah, I was right there.
But yeah, we're going back in time. We're going to New York City.
Better than Mr. I'm 50 years off and over the limit. Come on, forget about it.
Sorry. But we're still going back in time with all the little boys who wear their weird hats and don't have parents, and they're yelling, "Extra, extra, read all about it," because they got to work for the big paper tycoons who are a bunch of fat cats in ivory towers.
Mr. Pulitzer.
Yeah, he's a guy that's involved.
And the other guy.
Hurts.
What hurts?
Wait, is it Hearse or Hertz?
I think it's hers, but with their accent, it definitely sounds like Hurts.
Yeah, like I wasn't sure if there was a T in there or not.
Yeah,
Isn't it Hertz like the car company?
I'm sure there's been multiple Hertzes in the world. I mean, you're thinking of a hearse.
No, isn't Hertz like a rental car?
'Cause I hurts myself today.
Yeah, because at the end of the movie, the guy, he leaves the newspaper business and he goes into rental vehicles.
It is Hearst. It's Hearst.
Oh, there is a T.
Yeah, William
Just
Randolph
at the end.
Hearst. Yeah, I know that
William
name.
Randolph Hearst.
Yes,
because he
okay.
plays such a big role in this film, I'm glad we took 5 minutes to discuss him.
He's in the movie. He's the guy.
I'm not... What?
Isn't he the guy, or is that Pulitzer the whole time?
Pulitzer
the whole time. I mean, I think Hertz shows up at the poker game, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this movie is all about the prize man.
Yeah, the Pulitzer. Okay, the prize man.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was all about
Hearst.
Jack Kelly.
Well, okay. So maybe it is about Jack Kelly, but
Okay.
we'll get to him shortly. So the movie begins with some song with all the little boys singing. I don't know what it's
Seize
called.
the day.
Seize the Day?
Oh no, carrying the banner.
Oh my God, you're naming all of these names and I don't know what they are.
Carrying the banner? It's the one where they sing about carrying the banner over New York.
Okay. Yeah, this basically has all of the world building that we need.
It opens with, "Hey, that's my cigar."
Dude, in my notes, I have "That's My Cigar" song, and that's it. That's all I read
Yeah,
about the song.
That's how it opens. It's the first line of the song. "Hey, that's my cigar, kid. You're 12. Don't smoke that."
Sorry, he got into his dad's cigar box, just like Greg got into his mom's liquor cabinet.
No, this guy doesn't have a dad. He's living in the Newsies house.
I just went and bought a cigar from the guy because they don't give a shit because it's $18.99 and they'll just sell cigars to anyone.
You can get it's a nickel cigar. Got it for a nickel. But boy, oh boy, do I wish I could get a quarter cigar.
So I have a question here.
Yeah, what's up?
So this Newsies house or whatever, like, is this actually just for Newsies, or is it like an orphanage kind of dealy?
Seems like a Newsies house. Says Newsies boarding on the side.
So none of these kids have parents?
Doesn't seem like it.
None of those kids, I guess, yeah.
And if they do have parents, maybe they don't love them enough to keep them in the house.
Like a dog.
Yeah, like a dog.
Okay. Yeah, like I was wondering, like, what's the deal? Like, do they have to pay rent, like a percent of their
I'm
wages?
assuming,
or
yeah.
whatever?
I'm guessing they do pay to stay.
Okay.
I'm guessing not much, considering you got these kids bathing in buckets in front of each other. They're all sleeping with the same bed with one another. Guy sucking his thumb, putting his feet in someone's face. It's a fun scene. It's a fun movie.
I mean, it is a fun scene, but when you really think about it, it's like,
Oh,
boy.
it's depressing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
These poor street rats. Riff-raffs.
Rich just wishes he was in the situation.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
His
okay,
foot sucked.
it sounds good
Yeah.
on paper, but
My
no.
voice.
It's depressing.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so yeah, that song's like, I guess the song didn't stand out to me too much, but I don't know.
I thought it was good.
Like, it's fine, serviceable. Like, a lot of the songs in here sounded the same to me. Aside from a few standouts.
Yeah. I'm guessing this standout is Santa Fe and the one with the girl he sings.
No.
Oh, okay. Craig, it's your turn.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, those are the two standouts, right?
Actually, what was definitely the Santa Fe song, but what was the other one? I don't remember.
It was Sugar Water. What is it? She talks about putting her best vest on, sticking her chest out, and doing her best. High times, hard times.
Okay.
It sucks. I watched this movie a few days ago because I have to watch it early because I don't have time to watch it. I don't remember all the songs anymore.
That's okay.
I should have been
fine.
listening to them on my iPod.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared.
That's what I did after I
should have put them on
my.
I should have put them on my record player and sang along.
If you want to be period correct, you want to call it a sousaphone.
I should have put them on my sousaphone.
I think that's what the Cat in the Hat used to play, like, songs for the kids.
Nah, he had a fish.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was thinking of the other Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, the dirty one. We don't talk about that guy. Eesh.
Yeah. Get out of here, Mike Myers.
Yeah, come on, Mike Myers. Go back to Austin Powers. It's somehow less creepy than what you're doing here.
It's true.
Yeah, like, man, it's like, it is like, you just look into the costume and it's nightmarish, and then you hear what's coming out of his mouth, and it's like, dude, you're with children. What do you? Come on.
Mike
Like,
Myers
be cool
should be in that
for, like, a
Cats
second.
movie that's coming out.
Nope.
You know what? He might be in there. There's so many freaking cameos and names that flashed up on screen. For all I know,
It's
he's
just
probably
him as the
Timbalburn.
Cat in the Hat in that movie.
Yeah, it might be. He'd probably look better than what they look like.
Yeah, they definitely look similar.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Well, they look similar enough, but, you got to take away Mike Myers' hat.
Yeah, well, then he's just a cat, isn't he?
I mean, maybe give him a
Do
collar,
you think
too.
Do you think this is the origin?
Probably not.
Might be an origin. This might be, like, all connected.
I don't
one
know.
Of them superhero thrillers.
I don't know the original plot of Cats, so I wouldn't know.
Pretty sure it's hey, we're a bunch of cats and we're homeless, except some of them aren't, and that's it.
What's a jellicle cat?
That's all of them.
They're just called jellicle cats?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
I never even heard that term before.
It's from Cats, man. You gotta see it. Don't worry, we'll come back. We'll discuss this on the Cats episode.
I don't think that's Disney, though.
You don't think it's Disney yet?
Okay. We'll get there. Okay, so let's go back to Newsies and let's just talk about Jack. Our hero, he's the main character of the movie, and he's a damn good paper salesman, and he knows how to con folks.
And it's a young Christian Bale.
I didn't say con.
It's Christian Bale.
Dude, are you kidding me? He cons
Batman.
people.
How does he con people?
He ends up adopting a little brother just to con folks.
No, that's not conning. That just people are more likely to buy from a little kid.
He's like, hey, how about you fake a nice cough for me? Let's hear it.
It's
The
called
kid does a
being
good job.
being a great salesman.
It's called being a salesman. It's not a con artist. He's not leaving town afterward. He doesn't have a crowd of people chasing after him.
I mean, he's certainly looking to leave town.
Yeah, he's looking to leave town because he wants a better life, because New York is no place for a child.
He's a grown adult, basically.
Almost.
He's probably like 16.
It's basically grown, especially back then.
He's almost a grown adult. He knows better. If anything, you know?
No,
Come
I
on.
don't know.
He can't stay in this city forever. He's gonna be a newsie till he's 30? People don't want to buy newspaper from a 30-year-old man without a kiosk. It's
Yeah,
weird.
He doesn't have that punum.
Yeah.
The what?
The punum.
What's
Face.
that?
That cute face.
I mean,
Doesn't he say that in the movie to the kid?
He says it like 30 times. I'm surprised Richard
Yeah.
hasn't picked up on it.
sorry. I don't know how I missed that, but I clearly did, and maybe he
Yeah,
didn't
check
say
your
it
notes.
as much
Maybe they're
as...
in there.
Dude, I can tell you that it's not in the fucking notes.
When's the last time you checked?
Now I'm looking at my notes as we speak.
Okay, that's all I ask.
Hold on, let me use Control Find, Control F.
Okay, yes. That makes sense.
How do you spell this, Craig?
P
Craig, you had a good opportunity. You should have said you stink, and then moved on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's not in there. Or at
You're
least
not enough of a rapscallion for this lifestyle, Craig. I'm sorry.
Or at least I didn't spell it that way. Craig, how do you think I would spell it?
P. You stink.
Ah, I got him!
He did it! He
He got him! Ha ha! You idiot!
I'm glad he took it.
Craig, get back in the Newsies. Congrats.
Thanks.
Here's your hat. Here's your gun.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Wait, they had guns?
Yeah, they all had guns. All of them. You can't sell paper. You can't pass papes without a gun.
Wait, no, they didn't have guns. They had swords,
They
though.
had guns! Well, no, only one specific character had a sword. Not
Give
that he
him
was
the
any
sword.
good with it. Alright, Greg. Apparently you can't carry a piece, but here's a piece of wood.
Haha. On God.
Don't
Hey,
use it
oh.
until you absolutely have to.
And when you absolutely have to, just toss it in the street.
That's my favorite part of the film.
I'm glad you picked up on that, too.
Can we please also
Anywho.
just discuss that it is a young Christian Bale in this movie?
Okay, hey guys, it's a young Christian Bale.
It's fucking Batman.
He's
Barely.
the Batman.
He fucking apparently he hates this role too.
Why?
He just apparently Christian Bale just doesn't acknowledge it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a spot on his
Wait,
career.
so the man didn't want to acknowledge it, but here you are steering us right into it. Have some respect, would you?
I think it's just funny because he's
All right.
It's a good movie,
Yeah, there's
enjoy
nothing
it.
wrong with Newsies.
but it's very not like him.
Well, I mean, what was him back then? He's young,
Yeah, he was
young
a-
little boy.
Little Dickens.
Yeah, let him be.
I just thought it's important because I was surprised. I was like, oh shit.
I didn't even know it was him until I went to the album on Spotify and it said, oh, Christian Bale sang this one. And I'm like, huh.
I didn't know it was him until I came into this podcast and Craig brought it up twice.
Well, I brought it up once. I assumed the first time was getting edited out because you guys were talking. So,
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens the second time,
the
too.
second time.
Bada bing!
Oh, man. So, yeah. We got Ben Affleck. Fuck, not Ben Affleck.
We had Ben Affleck. We got Christian Bale. Anyone else you want to throw in there, Craig?
Robert Pattinson. Let's just get all
Robert Pattinson.
the new Batman.
Oh, man.
Well,
every Batman imaginable. The one with the nipples, he shows
Michael
up.
Keaton, George Clooney, they're all there. They're all selling papes. Val Kilmer,
No, it's
Weird, 'cause
just...
Val Kilmer is actually in this movie.
Adam West.
Is he?
No.
What?
Okay. So, this movie is a tough one to go through.
It's rough because without the musical numbers, there's just kind of like a film.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, what happens? Okay. What's-his-face ends up showing the little kid how to sell papers, along with the little kid's older brother. I forget his name. David? Davey.
Yeah.
I think they called him Davey a few times.
They call him Davey and David. They go back and forth.
Davey-
I think it depends on how grown up you are.
Davey sounds like a better name for a paper salesman.
David sounds like a revolutionary, though.
Did we? Well, what about Crutchy?
What about Crutchy?
He
Crutchy's
exists,
there.
that's it.
Crutchy's
That's it.
there. He's got a crutch.
Yeah, Crutchy's there, but he's not important just yet.
But we should talk about him because he's there.
Okay, guys, there's a cripple. His name is Crutchy.
He's
He goes, beans, it's hard to be a paper salesman because everyone thinks I'm faking it. There's a lot of fake crips out there, boys. A real crip can't do nothing. I better find a new spot. Hey, happy? Are you happy?
I'm very happy. I'm glad.
All right, great.
Thanks.
Okay, great. So we got... What's Christian Bale's... what's his character's name?
Is he Jack Kelly?
Jack Bauer.
Casca. Thank
Okay.
you, Casca,
No
for actually giving
problem.
me the correct name. That is time period appropriate as well.
I'm sure back in 1898, there's at least one person named Jack Bauer.
I don't know. Well, no, there wasn't, because that man actually... it doesn't fucking matter. Let's get to it. I'm not going to fight you on this.
You know it.
I'm picking my battles carefully.
Yeah, this is not one you should argue. It's a bad sword
We
to
can
die
probably Google the census
Hey
and
guys,
figure it out
let's Google
too.
literally everyone in the world in this time period to see if anyone happened to be named Jack Bauer.
I'd rather fucking shoot myself. Now let's get to it.
Yeah, I'm all about shooting yourself. Bada bing.
Hey,
At least we took that gun that Craig was going to have.
Yeah, I know. I still have it. I don't know what to do with it.
Give it to me.
I don't know. You're going to shoot yourself. We got a show to do.
Okay, yeah, or else we'd just be here for hours. So,
Well, that's the plan.
okay. So, I guess what ends up happening is the kid is so good at selling newspapers that he ends up getting drunk on the job as well. And some policemen decide to chase all of the Newsies away.
I'm glad you said you guessed that's what happened because it's not accurate.
What happened then?
he did take a drink from somebody because
I
somebody
know.
bet him. But then the orphanage guy shows up, whatever his name was. I don't know.
Orphanage Joe.
I thought that was a police officer.
Well, wasn't it the guy who...
I believe Orphanage Joe points out the man to a police officer and says, "Hey, that's a rapscallion who escaped from my facility not too long ago. Let's get him."
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And also, just for the record, it's the tiny little sick boy who's getting drunk on the job.
Yeah, the little kid.
I didn't think that you made that obvious enough. You just said that he was such a good paper salesman he got drunk on the job.
Well, fine. Okay.
It really brings it home when you realize the person getting drunk on the job is 10 years old.
Well, he was dared to drink a beer for 25 cents or
For
something.
a quarter. Which get you a nice cigar from what I'm told.
At that time, that's big money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kid probably should have drank 2 beers.
But yeah, we have a little chase scene, and they get run straight into some... I don't want to say brothel, but it seemed like
it's
a
not
brothel.
a brothel. It's a little theater. It's a burlesque show. It's not a brothel. No one's sleeping with anyone. She's just doing a little tease.
They went to the whorehouse. They're all going to get a...
Hey everyone, we're all getting laid.
What do you call the workers there?
Actresses. Yeah.
The burlesque ladies don't have a special term?
I mean, not that I'm aware of. But what do you want to whores?
Well, the thing is, okay, yes.
They share the moniker. It was a really confusing time period.
Man. They'll be swimming in quarters in no time.
Oh boy. Regular Scrooge McDuck over here.
Okay.
I wonder, actually, like an old-time strip club, that because at this time we throw singles. But back then, were they throwing, like, nickels? Like, you didn't...
I think they just paid an entry. Are you talking about not the burlesque show, but an actual strip club?
An actual strip club.
I don't know if they existed.
Do they just not exist? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because obviously the money is different. It's expensive now, but imagine back
well,
then.
I once played a game called Shantae, and there's this place you can go doing belly dances, and people threw gems at me for doing a good job. Maybe that's how it works.
Yeah, like I can just imagine them taking a handful of nickels or whatever and just, putting it straight into their panties. Yeah.
Are you nuts? A handful?
Okay, sorry.
They just
Oh my god, we're going through a depression here. You want me to throw a handful of nickels at a whore?
I thought we were in the 1980s or no, 1880s,
This
1890s.
is pre-depression. This is pre-depression.
We're on the cusps of it, though. I can feel it.
We still
talking
got like
about?
20 years.
Yeah, we have a ways
Yeah.
to go.
And how do you think the quarters? I'm sorry, was it nickels?
Nickels.
I forgot which currency. You think the nickel's gonna hold for 20 years?
I don't know.
I've seen the future, and it's bleak.
Well, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, so give me all your damn quarters. I don't trust you anymore.
No, nickels.
Whatever. Don't throw anything at them.
We're not
paid
throwing.
entry.
We're just depositing them.
It's not a bank. You don't go back later for
Rich
build
just
interest.
takes his handful of nickels and just drops it on the stage. Just
No, you got to put it in their underwear.
No, you don't. That's not cool, buddy.
Isn't that what they do? They just got the singles in the G strings or whatever.
They do.
Yeah, nowadays, because you can do that with a single. Back then, they had standards.
Okay.
You want to keep your money clean. We don't have that much of it. That's why you can buy 20 cigars for $0.25.
Okay, fine. So, okay, they get to the burlesque place, and is that when the lady does that song you apparently love?
No.
Oh.
I mean, she does a song, but it's like a 2-second one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we get introduced to that lady who I guess is a lady. That's kind of somewhat.
I guess is a lady.
Well, I'm assuming she is, and also she plays a role later, and has her own song later.
She's not that important, but she's there.
She's nice to look at.
Yeah, and she's nice to the Newsies. They apparently have run-ins with each other from time to time. Whatever you want to consider a run-in.
I'm a
But,
big fan of Jack Kelly himself. Very friendly.
yeah. He's like the,
Apparently she knew his father.
he's like the tramp of this, movie.
Yeah, if you want to put a label on him.
I mean, I do. I want to draw parallels.
To a dog?
He's the guy that everyone loves. Well, now let's go forward.
Okay, where are we?
Where are we going?
We're going straight to dinner at the house of the two little boys that Jack was taking under his wing. Well, one little boy and one...
One little boy.
One who's like the same age.
About.
What was the little boy's name?
You know what? Can't remember for the life of me.
Dave Jr.
Dave Jr.
Okay, we got Davey and Dave Jr. We're going to their house for dinner. And their parents are just so impressed by Jack because they're going to make like, what, 1,000 quarters? Sell 1,000 papers? I don't know. In a week. And they just really appreciate...
I believe they sell a paper for a penny.
Well, they're still selling 1,000 papers in a week. So
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, it's not 1,000 quarters. It's not a quarter for a paper. No one would buy that.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't alive during this time.
But yeah, you'll make so let's see. They'll move 1,000 units, get 1,000 pennies a week.
$10.
But they gotta split that 60-40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone just loves Jack for doing this for the kids. The kids are thrilled that they're going to be selling papers, and now Jack gets to sing a song about dreams coming true and going off to Santa Fe.
Yeah, it's nice.
Santa Fe.
This song was so good because he steals a horse, and he does a weird cowboy dance routine.
Yeah, the cowboy dance routine is really good.
Oh.
The guy wants to be a cowboy. They call him Cowboy. He is a dream. Let him dream his dream.
Yeah, and he just says how his parents, they moved out west trying to find a nice ranch for them all to live at, and they're going to send for him later on one day, hopefully.
But he's impatient. He's going to find his own way to Santa Fe.
Yep, by selling papers and hustling down starry-eyed children.
He's not doing that.
Well, I mean, he's taking advantage of them.
He's not taking advantage of him. He showed him how to sell.
60-40! That's
so
a con!
what?
He's the best.
How much do you think they're gonna make on their own? Honestly, especially with David going, "Hey, sir, would you like a newspaper?" No, okay. See you later, then. I guess he probably would have moved about like 2 of them.
Did you not hear that all the boys?
50
They said
he
this
bought.
is like hell of a deal.
Yeah, it is a good deal. It's
the
honestly
best.
the best, Richard.
The fucking best.
He should be taking like 30% tops.
No, why?
He's doing all the work.
He's doing all the legwork.
What do you mean he is?
He's showing them how to run from the cops. He's telling them how to embellish the lines, the articles.
He brought him to a
He's-
burlesque show.
He brought them to a burlesque show. They didn't charge them nothing. They could have just watched. And they liked watching.
They just happened to end up there. It's not like this was like a
Yeah.
field trip in advance.
Just happened to end up there. Hey guys, let's just happen to see a friend of mine. And just happen to get our first erections about it.
I don't think anyone got an erection.
It's all
there.
very coincidental. I guarantee everyone in that room was hard.
I didn't.
You weren't in the room, were you?
I mean, I saw what was in the room.
But were you in the room?
You don't get
No.
a full 360 view of what's in the room.
Yeah, you wanna. And I mean, David got a full 360 view. Wowza.
Yeah, because nothing gets me harder knowing that everyone around me is hard as well.
Yeah, I figured uses like that.
It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, that's the joke.
God damn it, dude.
All right, let's get on with the film.
Okay, so we learn a little bit more about the fat cats at the paper companies. We got Pulitzer, we got Hearst, and they're ready to jack up the prices because they need more money. And they're going to start charging the Newsies more to buy their papers, and the Newsies, they ain't happy. So they're going to go on strike.
Hold on, this is important.
Yes.
It's going from 50 cents for 100 papers to 60.
Holy shit.
That's a big difference.
That is, oof. That's heartbreaking.
And they're barely making money as is.
Oh my god, did you see where they live? Poor kid's eating a boot at the start of the film.
I guess I missed that one.
Oh my god. Jeez, you should have seen it.
I mean, I guess I should have.
And the other kid lost his boot.
He ate someone else's boot and not his own?
Well, yeah, what do you can't work with only one boot? It's
I mean,
leg work.
you still
Walking
could.
around. Have you seen the streets? They're filthy.
Guess.
Yeah.
But okay.
Horses everywhere. You want to step in poop?
No.
No. Who wants to buy from someone who looks like they stepped in poop?
Have you been doing the accent the entire time, or did I just notice you going back to it?
He has been doing it the whole time.
Don't tell him, Greg!
Son of a bitch.
Don't tell him, Greg!
I
You
wanted
sold
to do
me
it the
out!
whole time.
You
And
sold
now-
me out!
And you did it. Now you've been doing it the whole time.
The difference, though, is I got a subtlety to it. I can get away with it. It's like night and day.
It was so natural that I didn't notice until just now.
In my defense, I kind of have the accent sometimes.
Yeah.
Because he's a born and bred New Yorker.
Born and bred from Brooklands,
Mm-hmm.
home of the Ninja Turtles.
The what? Oh,
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles. I was like, what the fuck did he say?
All right, let's fucking get back to the stupid
You
movie.
couldn't figure out what he said from Ninja Toitas?
I thought he was talking about, like, maybe a sports team or something.
Go the Ninja Turtles! That suck.
It's us, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Toitas.
You gotta play a rousing game of stickball.
So, okay, the Newsies, they aren't happy about the price hike, so they're going to just stop selling papers because nothing works better than going on strike. And now they sing a song about stopping scabs.
Did we talk about them going to their house? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you had to edit this out.
Oh, we did forget to talk about the love interest.
Yeah, the
and all
sister.
That,
Yeah,
that
that was-
tension going on there with Sarah.
For the 2 seconds.
That's why I skipped
What sells
it.
paper? Violence and boobs.
He's so dreamy.
It's a fun scene where it just pans to the dad and he's all like, honey, why don't you get the cake?
Your birthday isn't until tomorrow.
This is a fun guy. This is a fun movie, guys.
I've
I'm
had
glad we
enough
got to watch this
birthdays.
again.
We can have my cake now.
What a good guy.
Oh.
I mean, sure, it's just to get Jack Kelly to stuff his mouth with something other than his daughter, but... Or, you know, vice versa. Whatever.
Okay, so after that, we can wait.
Yeah, no, like, it's better to get him out. It's so much better to get him out.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't apologize. This is what we do. If you're not laughing, then what the hell's the point of the fucking show, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Never apologize.
Yes. I think I broke.
It's fine.
I think
You
I broke.
pick up the pieces. Pull a regular Humpty Dumpty. We got time. Richard, go send all your horses and all your men.
Oh god. Okay.
I don't have any horses.
Yeah, but you got plenty of men. Ayo.
I wish I did. Well, no, wait, no, I don't wish I did. I don't think we're ever getting through this.
No, we're not getting through. Greg, just mute your mic. Decide when you want to join again.
I broke.
Luckily, I'm about a third
Just
of the way
go.
through the notes.
Just go.
Yeah, we got through this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's really nothing to talk about aside from the songs, pretty much.
No. There's a lot of which is you know what, that's fine. It's a musical. That should probably be the focus.
Mm-hmm.
Have we met the president of the United States yet?
No, I think that's not for a while. It's the governor of New York.
Okay. So anyway, the next day, the Newsies, they learn about the price hike, and they now sing a song about stopping the scabs, I guess.
Gotta soak them.
What's this one? The World Will Know?
And the world will know.
I feel that I've heard this song before, or at least I heard it parodied before. Is this one, like, considered the big one from this movie?
I don't think anything was the big one from this movie, and
Like,
all of them were the big one from this
Well,
movie.
I feel that there are
Newsies
a lot that just
was
kind of stood
a
out.
Giant flop, Richard.
What? It was?
People did not like the Newsies. The Newsies died at the box office and then had a little resurgence when it came out on video, but I think the main thing that came from the Newsies was the Broadway play, which actually did really well.
Okay, yeah, because like a lot of these songs, I thought that it was like basically, like I know I said that a lot of them were fine before, but I feel that like The World Will Know, that one was a big one that stood out to me, like fucking great. Seize the Day, Santa Fe, like so many that were good, so many standouts.
Yeah, they're good. I enjoy them.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is King of New York.
Oh yeah, that one too. And yeah,
It's really good.
that's why I thought like this was like a great success, but
No, it really wasn't, and it's sad. Because yeah, you watched it, it's enjoyable.
I do want to say this. There is like the live musical as well on Disney Plus.
I didn't know that.
How did you find the Newsies on Disney Plus? Did you not use your search bar, or did you just kind of look at the pictures?
I looked at the pictures. What do you think I could read?
Because I used the search bar and I was like, oh shit, which one am I doing?
I start typing in Newsies and Nemo came up.
Did you watch that?
Nah.
Wait, did you get past?
That's a good one.
Did you get past 2 characters and Nemo was still coming up?
No.
Well, he was at that point. He was looking at the New Adventures of Nemo.
Well, as soon as I hit 2 characters, Newsies came up. So no, I didn't get past that.
Okay. So yeah, The World Will Know. I thought it was a great song. But okay. After that song, the guys, they got to figure out what's going on. And they got to take their demands to Pulitzer because they're not going to be working. They need those prices back down. But I don't know what their specific demands were. Did they just want the prices back down to what they were?
I mean, basically, I don't think they ever listed specific demands.
Well, I'm sure in reality they did, but the music, the movie, they were just like, no, we're just gonna strike because
you want to know the reality of the situation, do you?
What?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay. But yeah. Jack, he goes off to give his demands to Pulitzer, while Davey, he actually meets a nice, slick reporter friend. And he's all like, oh my god, you guys are doing something special here.
That's the president of the United States.
Casca, you want to help me out here?
No, I got nothing.
Bill Pullman. You know, from that movie with the aliens, Independence Day.
Oh, that's what I freaking recognized this bozo from. Oh my god, it was killing me the whole movie.
I never saw the movie, so that's why I didn't know this guy at all.
Man, thank you for that.
What does he say? This will be our Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yeah, right. I mean, he does.
Will be our 4th of July. Wait.
The rest of
Wait, did he say that in this movie, or?
Yeah, he did say that. I remember this is the whole scene where the Newsies were dancing in the burlesque show, and he's all like, "This is our Independence Day, bada boo."
Man, fuck. Okay, so you can tell Davey, he's got some brains. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's coming up with the plans, but Jack, he's just the guy who's, I guess, the face of the movement. But Davy, he's the man behind the curtain.
He's the mouth. He's the mouth of the movement.
Jack is the mouth?
Yeah, he's the mouth.
Which is ironic because they like to call Davy the mouth.
Well, he's the brains.
Well, I know, but they literally call him the mouth multiple times.
Oh.
Did they?
Yeah, they didn't.
I didn't notice that either, but
It started when they met the guy from Brooklyn to get him on his side, which we're going to right now anyway, so I might as well talk about it. And he goes, "Who is this guy? The walking mouth over here?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's a mouth, all right, but he's also got a brain, and if you had half of one, you'd listen to what he has to say." And then from there, he adopted the nickname of the mouth.
Yeah, so basically the plan is that they're going to go into all the different boroughs of New York City and they're going to get all the Newsies to join the strike with them and stop selling the papers. But yeah, in Brooklyn, that's where the big cheese is. I forget his name. Wait, no, I don't.
Yeah, I can't
Spot
remember
Collins.
Spot Collins.
The man who makes things happen. Because if he's not behind the movement, no one's going to be behind the movement.
They needed to cast someone much more threatening than this kid.
Well, hey,
this kid was so small and scrawny, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me? He's Spot
so small
Collins
and scrawny, but somehow he garners this ridiculous amount of respect."
Yeah,
he's a lot like that little bird from The Lion King.
Zazu.
He's a lot like Zazu. It's like, this guy's bossing around lions. He's a little tiny bird. Come on, show this boy some respect because he's got something else going on you just can't see on the surface. Mm-hmm. And right now, Craig, you're not respecting that.
Is it that big old? Never mind. These are kids.
No, please continue. No, I would love to hand this podcast over to the authorities.
Personality.
Glad I'm not getting in trouble this episode.
It's that big personality.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. So, after they go to Brooklyn, Davy, I guess he decides to sing Seize the Day with a bunch of other Newsies.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know. I
don't know. It seemed like you're waiting for confirmation.
I kind of was because I only wrote Seize the Day. Well, actually, I didn't even write Seize the Day. Well, the thing is, in my notes, I didn't know his name, so I just called him the Nerd Dude.
Nerd Dude.
Yeah. I mean...
Seize the Day's a fun one.
Because he's not important at all or any... Well, he is important, but, you know, he's not a playmaker like... well, he kind of is the playmaker.
What? Are you talking about David? He is literally everything.
The literal
He's just
playmaker.
Not the guy screaming.
I mean,
wow, even you were taken for a fool. Look at you, following freaking Jack Kelly to the end of the earth. Giving him all the credit when he's doing nothing but screaming.
Yeah, I'd follow him. Like, he's willing to take charge. The Nerd Dude, not really.
Because he can't.
Why not?
He's the Shadow Master. He's working the puppets, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm willing to follow the puppet of the puppeteer.
Yeah, but you're seeing behind the curtain here, bud. And you're still talking to the face hologram or whatever the hell. I don't remember the Wizard of Oz that well. Someone throw me a freaking lifeline here.
I think you're right.
You're talking about the wizard.
Hologram? Yeah, I'm talking about the wizard.
It was basically a face hologram.
Yeah. You know, but again, they saw through the face hologram and looked at the man behind the curtain. But you're satisfied with the face hologram despite the fact the curtain's wide open for you.
I like the Futurama version when it's the professor and they open up the curtain and he's just got a gigantic head. I'm sorry.
I don't know what you're talking.
As long as you know.
The Futurama.
Well, anyway, so Seize the Day. It's a great song. I liked it. And, I don't even know what Seize the Day was about. I guess seizing the day.
Seizing the day.
Carpe diem.
This was kind of their moment. The gates are gonna open and they're gonna rush in there and soak the scabs.
Did they?
Soak them.
Wait, what do they mean by soak the scabs?
Beat the living hell out of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that they were gonna, make them wet.
Make them... No.
Well, not like that, but, just...
Don't love that at all.
Sorry. Make them wet.
No, why did you do it like that? That doesn't make it better.
Sorry, just pour liquid over them. Better?
That's still bad.
It's not. It's
Hose them down with a hose.
hose them. I mean, hose them down with the hose.
You have to be a fire hose. Very specific.
Where are they gonna get a fire hose, Craig?
They'll steal from the firehouse.
They're not thieves. They're Newsies.
He stole a horse.
He didn't really. He borrowed a horse. Horse went back.
They just have to borrow the hose.
It'll go back eventually.
Yeah, they'll get it back. Where are they gonna take it? It's got to go to a fire hydrant.
Luckily, there's one in front of this newsstand, I guess.
So I have an important question here.
Yes, please.
So you talked about the gates opening, and I do remember seeing some gates open and then just some like tough-looking dudes come out.
Yes.
So were they going to replace the Newsies, or were they just there to break some legs?
I believe probably both.
Okay.
They were probably there to sell papers, but also because the Newsies have been showing up and, razzing the scabs, they kind of had these guys to protect the joint. Like, hey, you don't want to mess with me. I've got a bat. This boy's got a metal chain. We can really do some business. But luckily for us, you guys don't have our one weakness, slingshots.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So there's just like a big fight between the scabs and the
Newsies.
The Newsies. Oh, I think
Something happened.
he's vibing or something.
Yeah, sorry, I got a work message. But more importantly, not more importantly, like I guess the big takeaway from the fight between the scabs and the, what are they called? The strikers? Newsies! Well, I thought that, okay, like what's the opposite of a scab? Like outside of context of this movie.
Oh, someone who picketer? A striker?
Strike? I guess.
Striker's
Someone
probably
who's
right.
on strike.
Okay, fine. We'll go with that. Well, I'll call them Newsies. Yeah, let's call them Newsies.
I don't know why you're not trying to call them Newsies.
Well, the thing is, sometimes in my notes, while I was taking notes, I was referring to the Newsies as the scabs, but I realized that the Newsies aren't the scabs.
No, the Newsies are the Newsies.
So that's why I'm kind of getting confused right now.
Story of your life, bud.
But that's okay. So, well, I guess Craig's big takeaway from the exchange is that the cripple friend ends up getting taken away, and he's the only one that got taken away?
Yeah.
Because he's a cripple.
Yeah.
And they beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, and then he gets taken to the refuge where... do we want to talk about the refuge?
Doesn't the reporters see it happen too?
Yeah.
Why does he fucking not help? Like,
What is he gonna do? Get arrested? He's got a paper to write for.
the kid's being beaten up. Walk around and be like, "Hey guys, you can't do that. You're all kids."
Yeah, walk around.
Just be like, "Hey, you can arrest them, but don't beat
children.
them up.
Don't beat
Children,
them
come on."
up. Yes, officer, right here. These are the boys.
He probably just thought that Crutchy was faking it.
That's true too. A lot of mindset during this time period about people faking it until they make it.
Exactly. So yeah, Crutchy gets taken to the refuge. They want to break him
And
out.
now he's actually a cripple.
Wait, what?
It's a joke.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he gets taken to the refuge. He doesn't want to leave. Very unimportant. I don't know why we brought up Crutchy in the first place, but
I like Crutchy.
There's a whole scene where they go.
Also, yeah, Crutchy is kind of important.
He's the only one that is important. Aside from
well, I wouldn't say he's the only one who's important. Hold on there, but I will
aside
say
from the main cast.
he is a catalyst for the events that happen later. Without Crutchy, a lot of the second half of this movie just wouldn't be really much of an issue.
well, I didn't even write anything about Crutchy later on in the movie. So
Well, I don't. It's not exactly new that your notes aren't exactly the best.
you'll have to enlighten me once we get to it.
Extra, read all about it. Richard didn't take the best notes this time either.
Okay.
It doesn't exactly move papes, you know?
I mean, you're right. The only thing that moves papes are...
It's no news to us.
Thanks.
Hey.
Hey, bada bing.
Oh.
Okay, so Crutchy doesn't want to leave. He's having a blast where he is. And the next day...
He is really having a blast!
What?
Just when he gets caught and when he's in the home, Crutchy's loving it.
He is!
He is! That's the funny part.
I'm sorry, Mr. Schneider. Right, that was his name. The guy.
Yeah, that was Mr. Snyder. He ran the refuge,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the home for inconsiderate boys.
Yeah, so after that, the next day, they sing a song. I don't know what it was about. The scab people come, so does Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn comes. Brooklyn comes to help out.
Hey, Brooklyn's here!
Brooklyn's here, and the movement's going to gain some traction.
Brooklyn is Spots McKenzie.
No. Sleep.
Spot Collins.
Spot Collins.
Yeah. So they end up getting in the papers after this little event. And if anything, this is the catalyst for the movie, them getting in the papers.
Yeah, but who's the one who spills the beans?
Yeah, who's the one who singles out Jack Kelly and exactly where to find him?
Hey! It's my buddy, Jack Kelly. He looks great in this picture.
I believe... Hey! He looks just like himself!
That is what they said!
Useless line, Crutchy! Who else is he gonna look like?
Oh. So who did he say this to?
He said it to Snyder, the head of the folks, the refuge.
And who does he end up telling?
Who's Snyder?
Yeah.
Pulitzer and the mayor.
Okay, gotcha.
After he goes down to the Newsies home and has no luck hunting them down by saying, "Oh, I've been searching for a dangerous criminal boy."
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's the big catalyst.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
it. Early on, though, he literally said no pictures.
Yeah, but he changed his mind after they, took down the boys with the chains and the bats by punching them in the nuts.
Yeah. Oh, but first, before we get to that, or at least before we move forward, I want to say that when they first got into the papers, that's when we have King of New York.
Yes, sir.
And that was your favorite from this?
Yeah, I love that song. It's great.
Sing it, Casca.
No, don't sing it. You're good.
Look at me, I'm the king of New York. Suddenly, I'm respectable, staring at you, lousy with stature.
They say how they now
don't
have
know.
like a corduroy suit or something, and now they're the king of New York. And
It's great. I know one guy wants a quarter cigar, the other wants a date with the mayor's daughter. Good song.
They
They
just
talk about their dreams. Someone just wants a hot meal. It's sad. I think that was the boy who was eating his shoe. I like it. It's a fun song, You get a good look at the Newsies and their mindset. And also, they're also giving credit where credit is due, because it's like, hey, Mr. Future President, and you did this. You're the king of New York, man. This is your moment. Celebrate with us. It's great.
yeah. So they sing that song, blah blah blah. They're in the papers. Fuck, I don't know. I guess Jack is just wandering around at this point, and he ends up sleeping outside at that one girl's window.
Yeah, I guess. Why not?
The sister. Davy Boy's sister.
Davy boy?
Davy.
Baby?
It's me,
Mr.
Davy. Mr. Davy.
Mr. David.
Mr.
Okay.
David.
Thank you.
No problem.
And
They have a nice romantic rooftop breakfast.
does he also do the Santa Fe reprise at this point? Or is that later?
I don't know. I think he says it like 3 times in this film, honestly. I don't know if they actually sing at this point. I think he just goes, hey, if I were to go away, because I'm not really used to people caring that much if I go away or if I stay, and you have no obligation to, but would you care if I went away? To which she responds,
No, I don't even know who you are. You should probably just
No,
go.
She doesn't say anything.
Which is very reasonable
Which is worse.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I met you once. That one time, and my dad cock blocked me. Or the reverse.
You're met with silence, and it's just, well, it's got to be something else. Hold on.
Yeah. So they have their little conversation, whatever, love interest. And I guess, yeah, the Fat Cats, they plan to arrest the man because he used to be a refuge, escaped. He used to be a thief, blah, blah, blah. And they plan they're going to...
He stole some food to eat.
Yeah.
He's a regular Aladdin.
I mean, I guess, but...
A diamond in the rough.
Yeah, but they're going to arrest him at the rally. Whatever. Did they plan this rally or...
Yeah, this was planned.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Yeah, they said, we got to get it to the papers. We got to get all the papers to notice us. What can we do? I know. We'll have the biggest, loudest rally we can possibly muster.
And the loudest thing that they can sing is High Times, Hard Times.
Heck yes.
And that was a good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
So many good songs.
Yeah, it's a good little piece of work here.
Yeah, but unfortunately the police come to break up the rally and they find Jack.
Coppas.
Yeah, the coppers come. They all get arrested, but the slick journalist man decides, you know what? I'm going to pay all their bails, $5 each.
Which is nuts. Holy crap.
Yeah, but Jack, he gets sentenced to the refuge for the remainder of his days.
Wait. Before they all just get arrested and he gets sent to the refuge, Jack took a hell of a punch.
Oh, the full-on uppercut into the policeman's arms?
Big time uppercut. Yeah, the guy took an uppercut and Jack went like a professional wrestler. took that punch and leaped into the air. He went up.
I mean, if Jack Kelly is known for anything, it's his ability to sell.
He sold the hell out of that punch. He went
professional through and through. He's
went
good
up
for the business.
He went up and arced backwards and fell into the cop's arms.
And the cops got a real nice squeeze of that boy's junk, I tell you what.
What a catch.
Man.
In more ways than one.
Ayo. What?
He's attracted to a young Christian Bale. It's fine.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So, after that, Jack, he gets taken to the Fat Cats. Or actually, just Pulitzer, I guess.
Yeah, just Pulitzer.
And he offers him a deal. Like, hey, I'm going to pay you 3 lifetimes worth of monies, and you're going to work for me. And he says, no way, man. But then he says, you know what? Your friend Davey, he's got a family, doesn't he? And he's just all like, shit, you're right, he does.
Most people do.
And I guess, does Jack just agree to this, or?
He doesn't necessarily agree to it.
But the next day,
he says, I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm gonna let you sleep on it. You let me know in the morning, boy. And I go, okay. And as he's leaving, because Davey has been following him, he had a whole scheme planned out. He's gonna bust Jack out, and he does. And I think that's the point where Jack kind of realizes this situation.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, because the next day he sleeps on it and he takes the offer.
No,
he
buddy,
doesn't.
let me explain the freaking film to you instead of you interrupting me all the time. All right?
Okay. Yes.
He busts Jack out. This dawns on him. Holy crap, Davey, what are you doing? They could have seen you, buddy. You could have gone to prison. You have a family. What are they going to do without you? Your father's hurt. He can't work at the factory. You got to go. Thank you for what you did, but get the heck out of here. Then he goes back to the refuge and decides, you know what? I'm just going to take the deal. I'll get the money I need to leave, and David will be safe.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay, gotcha. And now Jack, he dresses up all fancy and he's ready to sell some papers for Pulitzer. And the Newsies are pissed, especially Davey. Davey, he decides now is his time to shine, and he takes the mantle of the strike leader, and he gets arrested, right? Or dragged away? Something?
No.
What?
I think he just has a conversation with Jack.
No, because
saying, hey, then he leaves.
I could have sworn that the police were trying to get him off of Jack because he was going in for a punch.
I mean, he did eventually try to swing, but they just let him go. He didn't get arrested or nothing.
Oh, okay.
They just, hey, stick to the rest of the Newsies. You guys scamper off. These boys got paper to sell.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know what happens after that. Oh, I guess the ruffians, the scabs, like they're now having more power in the city and start stalking Davy's sister and family.
Kind of, but before that, you find out that Jack is sleeping in this like storage facility for newspapers. This is his new home, apparently.
Like, I thought that was the deal. Like, he now gets a nice suit, and he'll sell papers, and he also gets to live in the basement of, I guess it was where that they were selling the papers, like, just like the basement of it.
Yeah, it was a weird situation he had lined up for him, but it is important.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, and then when he's doing this lifestyle, then you find out about the boys. They're all like, hey, you idiot, we're gonna rough up Davy, because we can.
Yeah, and his family.
And his family. So watch out. Wow, blah, 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 blah. Let's go sell your papers. See you later. Kiss, kiss. They leave.
Yeah, so they start stalking Davy's sister and Davy's little brother.
Sarah. And David Jr.
Sarah and David Jr., sorry. And, yeah, and then...
And he's swinging that sword.
Does he even swing the sword?
He swings the sword at air before they show up.
Yeah, like I thought he was just like playing with it, and then the thing is, once it's fighting time, like he doesn't have the sword, he doesn't use it.
No, he threw it.
Yeah,
is it wood?
It seemed like it was wood. If it's not wood, it's maybe I don't know.
If it was cardboard,
I have a hard time saying it's cardboard because I don't know. He's had that thing for a while. He's swinging it around pretty fine. It seemed like it might have some heft to it. Maybe it's like plywood.
I'd still fucking rather use that than my hands if I was like an 8-year-old.
Better than his little boy hands.
Yeah,
at the very least, it gives him some reach.
Mm-hmm.
He's not very smart. Heck of a cougher, though.
Yeah, so David Jr., he can't do shit, and Jack has to come to the rescue of basically Davy's entire family.
First, David comes to the rescue.
Yeah, well, does a really bad job. I don't blame you for skipping over that part. It's embarrassing.
He spears the guy, but they all get up anyway because, they're bigger. Then Jack comes to the rescue.
And then Jack shows up and says, hey. He doesn't actually say anything. He just punches him really good.
Yeah, so amends are made. All is forgiven. And they have to come up with a plan for how they're going to end the strike. And since they have that paper, well, I guess they have a printing press for paper in the basement of Davy's new home. Fuck, not Davy, Jack.
We're skipping a fair amount of this movie.
Well, the thing is, this is the last thing that I have in my notes, that they sing a song and they print a paper. And I don't know what happens.
So here's what we might have missed. That might have been a little bit
because I think we skipped him giving the article.
Well, I was gonna say, so what happened even before the whole rally scene is Pulitzer has it in with the mayor because him and his newspaper buddies are all getting together with this poker game and they're making a deal. You let us arrest these boys with as much force as possible, and me, Hertz, the other paper guy, we're all gonna run your ad campaign for re-election and all of your papers. Let us do this one thing. All the fat cats, I believe you've been calling them. I should use that term. All the fat cats are in on this, and the mayor's in their pocket. All right? Because of that, no one is reporting on anything that the Newsies is doing, including their friend who's been trying to report on this the whole time. He is now being reassigned to the war because he's their ace war correspondent. So he's ready to pack it up, go home. Before that, he gives them the article that he would have wrote about the rally. Little David Jr. wraps it up in a hot dog to eat later.
Yeah. He wrapped it in a hot dog.
But turns out to be really important because this eventually gets...
Okay,
go on.
So apparently I missed the handoff of the article. Like, I knew that it happened, but...
Okay.
David saw it. He wasn't happy about it in general because he felt betrayed.
I saw that, but I just didn't see the handoff. I saw the hot dog get unwrapped, but I just missed the in between. Like, how did this end up around the hot dog?
There you go. I gave it to you.
He had the hot dog with him the whole time.
The little boy just having to wrap it around a hot dog to save for later. Luckily, for whatever reason, God knows why. I mean, he's in New York and he's just got a plain hot dog, but that's how he does it.
It looked like a good hot dog. There was a lot of bread.
I mean, yeah, I know, but get some relish and some mustard on that. Maybe some fried onions.
I mean, he definitely didn't have all that with him when he unwrapped
No,
his
he
hot
didn't have
dog.
anything on the hot dog. It was just a plain hot dog. What are you doing, kid?
He's too poor.
He's too poor. You have the freaking reporter paying for everything here.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, continue.
Anyway, so the guy's being moved to the war front. He's going to be their ace reporter. Real bummed out about it. The kids are real bummed out about it. They make their way back to him saying, hey, did you honestly mean what you write? Because if so, we might need to get the word out there. And how exactly do we do that? And the guy says, well, we're going to need a printing press. And then Jack Kelly says, I happen to know a guy. Because turns out Pulitzer was keeping an old one in that place he was making him sleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they sneak in. They print their own newspaper.
And they sing a good song.
And by sneak in, they just go in because that's where he's fucking staying, right?
Well, I mean, they have to kind of sneak in because Weasel is apparently staying there too. Because they say, hey, be quiet, I got Mr. Weasel here. And then they go, la, 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 making a paper, gotta save the day, at the top of their lungs.
Once and for all. That was my favorite song in the movie. I loved it.
Yeah, that one?
Yeah, that was my favorite. Sorry I can't have opinions.
Craig, I'm making fun of him because he was being a jerk when I said I really liked the King of New York. I think it's a fine song.
I don't think I made fun of you.
Yeah, you said that's your favorite song?
I don't even
Come
remember.
on.
I don't even
Forget
remember
about
Rich's
it.
song. This song. I don't even remember it.
It's the part where they tell him to be quiet and then start singing.
Craig
How
doesn't
could you
even
not
remember anything about this movie.
Well, give him a break. He had to watch it 5 days ago.
Okay. Craig, you should take notes like I do next time.
I was organizing comics while I was watching it.
Okay, well, that's not going to help anyone.
I'm glad you at least watched the movie uninterrupted, Casca.
Oh, yeah, I like this movie. And also, I make a habit of watching all these movies uninterrupted, Mr. World of Warcraft.
I didn't play that today, don't worry. I was doing trades in Pokemon Go.
Yeah, that's what I freaking thought.
Is that how you sprained your ankle?
Yes, I sprained my ankle sitting at my computer watching the Newsies.
Go.
No, like Pokemon Go is what I'm asking.
He got so excited he wanted to get up and dance too. He's like, whoa, I bet I can do that cowboy thing too. Turns out he couldn't.
Okay, Craig. The way that I hurt my ankle is that I was sitting in a weird position at work and my leg fell asleep and I didn't know it fell asleep. So I got up and I tried to walk and next thing you know, like all of my weight goes onto my foot, which just ends up bending in a weird position. I try to save myself so I don't fall on my face. And then I end up doing the same thing again on the bad foot. And
oh boy.
Yeah.
It's
not great.
A good situation. I'm just like, I've never done what you've done.
Neither have I. I know when my foot's asleep.
Yeah, it's weird that you didn't. Do you have poor circulation?
I was busy doing.
I'm just making
something.
sure. Like maybe you have are your appendages cold normally?
I mean, I had ice on my foot for the past hour.
No, obviously I don't mean right now, you bozo. I meant like in general that you couldn't tell that your foot fell asleep.
No.
Okay. Does your foot often go numb?
No, I had a lot on my mind that I didn't notice. Shut up.
I'm just making sure you don't have early onset diabetes. I'm worried about my friend.
Let's finish the movie first.
I'm sorry, my buddy takes precedence over this film.
Well, I want to eat too.
Well, that's why you got into this mess, Mr. Diabetes.
Fine.
Have a nice salad.
Okay, so they print the paper and then they end up distributing it, and the fat cats, they're mad at how this paper got out, I guess, and
it's a fun scene.
And does everyone just end up going to the home of what's his face?
Pulitzer? Yeah, pretty much. They get not only the Newsies, but all the other working class kids in this city, because turns out this city is pretty much run on child labor.
Oh yeah, that was the main thing that the guy was pushing for, the reporter man, saying it was an epidemic.
Yes, sir. We have nothing but we have kids doing all these terrible, dirty jobs, and they're not getting paid much, and they're screwing them over every chance they get.
Yeah, like you got
these
the Newsies,
1%ers.
Yeah, you got the Newsies, you got the sweatshop workers, you got everyone just coming together, standing outside the office of Pulitzer, and well, not outside the office, but outside the building, and Jack, he goes up to Pulitzer's office and says, "Hey, you hear that?" And Pulitzer kind of has a mental breakdown, I feel, saying,
Yeah, it's
"Make
a little
it stop!
Close the window. Close it.
That part was
Go
crazy.
home!"
It's like, the way he's like holding his ears like it's too loud, like it's like like
It's the feeling of guilt.
I guess.
I was just like, I know he does it, but I was waiting for him to push Jack Kelly out that window.
So that's all I know about the movie.
This is really good scene though. Is before the strike ended, it's right before, and he goes, "How in the heck did you even print this thing? No one should be printing about the strike."
I only used the best printers or something. I used only the best.
Only the best, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wink.
And then he has like a realization and just kind of laughs and goes, "Okay, you boys win. Whatever you want." And the strike's over.
I guess they got their paper price reduced back to what it was.
No, they did not.
What happened then?
Well, I don't know about the film. They didn't really explain what happened, but in real life, the price stayed at 60 cents for 100. But
they allowed a buyback.
Yeah, they allowed a buyback for all unsold merchandise.
Which, in turn, is actually probably better, because I'm sure there's always plenty of unsold merchandise.
There's always people who didn't sell it, except for Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly didn't get anything out of this deal. Poor guy.
Oh, well. Wait, doesn't he at least get a girlfriend at the end?
Well, I mean, he kind of already, the way you saw the way Sarah was looking at him and everything. It's not really a surprise to anyone. They do a kiss, like a deep kiss. A little upsetting.
He saw how she was eating that cake.
Yeah, throwing it real hard. It's a little unsettling. But I think the most important, because everyone in this film gets their comeuppance. Because it turns out the guy who was running the what the hell do you call it? The refuge.
Yeah.
He was taking the money the state was giving him to take care of these kids and pocketing it all. Word got out.
Oh yeah, I saw that someone got in trouble, but I didn't know why he got in trouble.
It was Snyder for pocketing the money. So they released the kids that were detained by, questionable means, because he was just throwing people in there for the heck of it, this boy. And they threw him in prison. And then Teddy Roosevelt shows up. Jack's best friend and governor of New York, to give our good old boy Jack Kelly a ride.
Yeah, this was a good joke.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we got Teddy Roosevelt coming up, and he looked good.
And yeah,
Was that actually him?
That was Dr. Eggman himself.
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey. Also, for those who don't recognize why that bit's a joke, is because the whole way Jack Kelly escaped from the refuge was he snuck in Teddy Roosevelt's car when he visited the one time.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You're the one who said it was a joke!
You didn't know. That was literally, they brought that up 10 times in the movie.
Also, that was the joke. What joke was it that you were thinking?
Wait, did Teddy Roosevelt actually, know him, or no?
No.
He kept claiming that he did. But
yeah,
because he just hopped onto the back of his car as he drove.
He drove out of the refuge.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I know Teddy Roosevelt got, mentioned before in the movie, but I didn't
That was why. He technically gave Jack Kelly a ride out of that place.
Okay.
Which is why it was funny that he's now offering Jack Kelly a ride to anywhere he wants to go.
Gotcha.
It also makes it double hilarious when Crunchy comes up and says, "Hey, your friend's here!" Which is just a really good scene.
So he hops on that thing and he goes to Santa Fe, end of the movie.
Wait, he actually went to Santa Fe?
No, he didn't.
No, he just turns around and comes back.
Well, that's the thing. He does plan to go to the train station, but he had a heart-to-heart with Teddy Roosevelt and decided, you know what, my work here is not done.
Wait, what did Teddy say to him?
I don't know. They don't show that part.
Oh, okay.
But when he leaves, he talks about having a conversation with Mr. Roosevelt. And he changed his mind. There's a lot of work to do here. You can't just leave.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. Good movie.
Yeah.
A lot of good songs.
Yeah. Very educational.
Now I gotta watch the Broadway musical or whatever. At least I'm pretty sure it's there. Like, I know, I'm like 99% sure I saw a second Newsies thing on Disney+.
I mean, I'll believe it. They definitely released a Broadway version.
Oh, it's called...
It was on Disney+.
It's called Disney's Newsies, the Broadway musical.
I'll believe that. Sure.
So, it's probably a good time, I imagine.
Sounds like a blast.
Yeah. Oh my god,
We're
and
not
this
watching
one's...
that next week, are we?
No. Luckily, next week, we're going to watch a much shorter movie, because this movie is 2 hours, 14 minutes, the Broadway musical.
Wait, what? Oh,
This
well,
is-
I mean, that's not that much longer than this one. This one was 2 hours and like 6 minutes.
Yeah, this is 10 minutes longer. Which, when I saw that this one, well, the one we just watched was 2 hours, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this.
It flies by, though.
That's true, because there was just so many songs to just fill the time in between the story stuff, so...
Yeah, it's a good musical.
Definitely. But yeah, Newsies, the Broadway musical, that is not next week. Next week is going to be Disney Channel original movie, Cadet Kelly.
Ooh, yeah!
Greg's
Okay,
just
I
so
guess
thrilled.
We have a guest appearance this episode. It's weird. Did you watch the Newsies?
Is that Hulk
Macho
Hogan?
Man Randy Savage?
Never mind. I said nothing.
Yeah!
No, don't worry, I'm here too, brother.
Hey, Hulkster!
Thank you, Macho Man Randy Savage, and thank you, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Running wild on you, brother. Hulkamania.
I don't want to be ran wild on. This is #1 signing off.
Now, if I have the floor, I'm gonna say some racial things about a certain group of individuals while I make love to my best friend's wife.
Yeah, you do that, brother. Actually, I don't really say that.
I think you got the wires crossed there, brother.
I have to poop.
See, this is a penis.
Blast off with a Disney Channel original movie, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
No air duct cruising, no recycle bin diving, and please try to stay out of restricted zones.
She's your typical cosmic kid who's been grounded.
Shuttle departure in 3 minutes.
But when disaster hits home base, it's up to Xenon to save her family and friends up in space.
Everybody up there is in danger mortis.
Watch Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, starring Kirsten Storms and Raven.